Welcome to Man's Corner. I'm your host, Blue Slew, and
eBay.
we're gonna talk about our show as it starts to be launched today. Man's Corner is literally talking about men stuff, and it's our corner, literally basing off what is going on in a man's world, and we are trying to make sure there's some motivation, some guidelines, some other ways that we as young men didn't know but now know to help other future young boys
And inspire them.
to be the best of the best in society. So we're gonna talk about usually most of the stuff that revolves around men, how to better themselves, how to be more of a respectable man in society. Nowadays, we got so much cluster information on how men should be in society, and it comes from different voices that do not, depict real stuff about a man, things that really hit life. And we know there's men out there who are going through a lot,
Struggling.
and we're trying to support them with this content that we'll be posting every time in a week, within once a week, right? Once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
So, yeah, Men's Corner is about that. It's our corner in the ring. We're going to fight for y'all. We're going to try to base off good things that would inspire you, motivate you,
And
build
provide
you.
you tools to carry on through.
Yeah, those good skills, life skills, those tools that you need in societal, in a work environment, in your family environment, and all your life roles that you have to go through. So, yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy the journey. We're also going to learn a lot, and it's a platform that's open for anyone. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it, that we're going to really, really dig deep. We're not going to talk about surface things like, oh, I want a car. Okay, he's gonna talk about cars, by the way. Yeah.
That's a first, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can't talk about surface issues or good things entertainment wise, like men like, cars.
Yeah.
What else do we like?
Women,
Games.
women,
Yeah.
And this thing's all about how to handle yourself in relationships, The red flags, the red pill, breadcrumbing, all of that.
Yay! That's gonna take time,
Yeah,
which we don't have right now. I'm kidding. We still got we got like roughly 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think we should go straight to the topic, eh?
So what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about like today's relationships.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell the difference between playing hard to get or breadcrumbing from a woman?
Can you first explain what's breadcrumbing, man? I'm thinking about food now. I'm thinking about getting that nice, delicious sandwich,
I'm
dogwood,
also
or whatever.
Wow,
people. Well,
so breadcrumbing is like a form of emotional abuse,
Yeah.
So they leave the other person coming more, by dangling a carrot, giving them hope, but that person is breadcrumbing is not really interested in you, but they lust for your attention.
So deceptive,
Basically,
manipulative.
yeah, basically.
Act upon any other sex, of course.
Yeah, any sex, not just women. Men do it as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm just saying that now in today's world, us men, we find it difficult to tell the difference between if a woman's playing hard to get or she's throwing breadcrumbs at us.
Damn. Isn't that all the time?
Yeah, but
We're the predators, so we be like gunning for that prey, and
yeah, but you see some guys who just go on and go on, and meanwhile he had no chance in the beginning.
damn. That's the law of the jungle, right, woman?
Yeah,
That's the law of the jungle. Like,
yeah.
so, what are your views on it with today's dating in terms of that terminology, breadcrumbing? Do you think it's fair, or is it?
No, I mean, like, no one likes to be led on,
Yeah.
So I think in today's world, both sexes need to keep it real with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we're shooting outside in this. It's
Yeah.
summertime and there's flies, but hey.
I smell good, by the way. Don't.
Nah, I just smell roses, my nigga. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah,
Yeah. Like what do you think about it though?
I feel like it is a modern thing. People have options nowadays. I understand that you will open yourself to avenues that you would like to explore, but you wouldn't explore. You know what you want in life. You know your ideal person, and when you start to weigh out, okay, my ideal person is there, but let me just have fun. Let me see what route will give me, the benefit. And of course, friends can influence, life choices can make you direct yourself away from that potential person, and it opens up that curiosity as well. So I mean, I mentioned three things, and the last one would be, um when you have dealt with so much hardship with that ideal person, and that's the fourth part, then you know that, okay, let me just see what else is out there, and let me play that person, let me lead that person on, but not show them significantly that I'm there. And then once you see this other avenue going okay, and then you just cut the other ones off. But yeah, I feel like there's too much accessibility to information, too much accessibility to platforms that give you the person that you want to be with, and you're gonna play around with them. You're not gonna be like, I'm gonna settle with this person. Since when do you find
Yeah. But
people settle quickly?
yeah, but do you think it's best to let the person know that?
You hurt their feelings. You be like, you're
No,
number
but
two,
well, you're hurting their feelings when you're making them believe that something's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
because you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, I want you, but if I tell you this, you'll be gone. Because
True.
you'll have your value. You'll be like, oh, so I'm on the list right now. I'm on the waiting
Yeah.
list.
I
Uh,
just feel like this whole thing is like character development can be in a positive way or a
yeah,
negative way.
yeah,
So if you carry on playing people, you try to convince yourself that it's okay to do that,
yeah,
which is not. And then
yeah,
the moment you meet that right person for you, checks all the boxes,
yeah,
you have such a bad habit,
yeah.
you know, it'll be too late to fix things
Mm.
because you were already messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's
So you're saying that this
interesting.
breadcrumbing can continue, and you're so addicted to it that the bread is so rotten, it's like cheese, and then you're like, oh, I like the ecstasy. So you feel like it could be a bad character development or characteristic.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like once you carry on and on and on,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and
Dang.
once you carry on to tell
Mm.
people, because there's some people who are up for it, like, hey,
Yeah.
friends with benefits, okay,
Open
open
relationships.
relationships for three
Yeah.
months if we can handle it, okay.
I mean, the real question is commitment still a thing in modern times?
I don't think so, man. Really, I don't think so. I think in
Yeah.
5 years later, let's not call each other girlfriend
Mm.
or boyfriend. Let's
Yeah.
just have fun for this moment, and let's see if it works out after a few months. Then you can call it a relationship. You
Because you
know?
find those people that want to have a commitment. I think, should I say, I think, I know from my experience, women want commitment.
Yeah.
Women naturally want it, even in a younger age. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. As I said, this is a platform for everyone to talk.
Yeah.
Um,
Comment below.
we'll raise your topic, or your statement, or your counter argument. But with my experience, I've noticed that women have commitment and they want it. They want security with the person to take care of their heart, which is a diamond. They could get scratched and ripped apart because of other dudes who can't handle it. So I know that for men, it's like, nah, I'll get through it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Again, men comment,
True.
but um, when you say it's commitment is not available in day and age because of what?
Because of society, social media
Mm-hmm.
influence,
Yeah,
and other friends with bad experiences influence on that other friend.
yeah, yeah.
So I think we're all confused.
We're all confused.
Yeah.
So who can guide us? Who?
The
Why?
man's corner can guide you.
Hey, you may ask. Do you have a doctorate in psychology? Do you understand all this?
Yeah, but this radio DJs don't. But they give
It's
us
funny. It's funny.
But they give us relationship advice.
You're right. You're right. I mean, they'll be like sitting there, like, oh yeah. You know what? You should let him go. You should let him go. He's not worth you. And you're like, you have a doctorate in psychiatry? Do you? Do you? You don't. But yeah, I guess people learn from other people's pain and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and a psychologist like, hey, I want my money end of the day. You know. But you know what? On this topic, I think it's best to get another person's opinion about their version of breadcrumbing and playing hard to get.
Yeah. Back again. English brother.
Yes, yourself?
Yeah, my name's Rumi. Currently studying. I'm in my final year of college, and that's about it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I forgot to do our bios like that. Hey. Well, eBay has this interesting topic that we want to have another person to give us a perspective, not just our own,
Right.
so that people who get to view this don't see it as a secluded kind of mission of our own benefit in terms of talking about this topic, because another opinion is important than our own opinion.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we want to hear it from your point of view as a younger man. What do you think about breadcrumbing, right?
Yeah, the difference between playing hard to get or breadcrumbing from a woman.
Okay. Well, playing hard to get, I feel like it's something that's been happening as the story is as old as time, really.
True.
So I think we're all like very familiar with the game of hard to get. I feel like males and females play it, but females do try and play it better, much better.
Way better.
Yeah, more to their advantage. Whereas breadcrumbing also has an influence that comes from social media.
Okay.
And that's what kind of gives it more of a disguise. There's like an extra layer to it where you could be somewhat finessed and you wouldn't even know of
Yeah.
it for like let's say weeks going by, a month going by, a few months going
Damn.
by. Yeah, that's how a lot of guys are losing their money and their financial gains, from what I've seen amongst like people I've spoken to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen in the casino how this guy just wasted salary on
Yeah.
this one girl, and you can tell she was leading him on.
Yeah.
From my point of view.
Then how do you? This is scary now because you're involving money, and I like money, guys. I really like money.
I think we all do.
We all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, how do you avoid this now? How do you distinguish a person who's leading you on? So I'm guessing we're talking about us as men
Yeah.
viewing it, how we gonna protect ourselves from spending too much, knowing that this is not a good investment because I'm seeing a future with this person, and all of a sudden she's like, "Yo, deuces, I got someone who's got more money." So yeah, how do you avoid this? How do you know?
Usually that's a corrupt politician saying that I got my money to sweep you away as it goes.
Hey, that's another one, eh?
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another topic to be continued. Let's stop this one now.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are the signs then?
I want to say, especially within this generation now, a big problem is social media. A large factor. If she has a social media account, just know that you're not the only person she's talking to. Whether you're dating her, whether you're pursuing her,
Yeah.
she does have options. She'll always have options.
Damn. So age category when you see it, do you think it's like your 2000s, and then when you get to your early 20s or late 20s, do you think there's a shift there to say that this person is thinking about a number of people that she might have as a potential spouse
Yeah.
or partner? I don't know.
Yeah.
Then when it gets to the early or later stage, they'll have less or more. Which age is more? Let me just say volatile.
Volatile, I'd say from 18 to potentially 28, 29, maybe 30. I've seen a few 30,
Damn.
35-year-olds on social media.
Yeah, I'd say,
Yeah.
I'd say that. Also to 38, I'd say.
Yeah.
So you guys are telling me I have to go to rural areas where a woman doesn't know any WhatsApp, any Facebook or whatever, and
Until-
probably she's in her late 30s, and then when she gets there, you just present yourself and she's like, this is the one. I don't have to look at Facebook and whatever.
No, because I've seen on TikTok these girls from the rural areas.
Yeah.
They on TikTok, so they know what's going on. It's too late.
So okay, you said social media,
Yeah.
and what else?
basically influence from their friends. If we're speaking like mainly
Yeah.
like females, let's say females' point of view, a female's perspective on it.
Yeah.
Her friends definitely, for most girls, I don't want to say every girl, her friends definitely influence her decision making.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to guys, because they're very skeptical. There's usually a hive mind. I don't want to sound like a misogynist and get canceled like certain people.
We're free to speak whatever you want to say. It's a safe place.
Yeah.
Everyone can be welcomed. We don't want trollers, but hey, they're welcomed as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
say your piece. I said, well, I wanted to mention that you can have your 2 cents.
Yeah.
But I don't mind if you have 1,000,000 to give. It's fine. I like money.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's a free space. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I would say basically the influence from friends, but also
Yeah.
mainly social media. Because look, I think you guys can agree with me when you say if you find a girl that's like basically revealing a lot of herself on social media, like they
Yeah.
say a lot of bikini pictures,
Yeah.
it goes without saying she's getting a lot of attention.
True.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like for me personally, I would not necessarily try to pursue someone who has or makes himself that exposed on social media or is that revealing on social media. I'd rather have someone who's more reserved and wholesome, but that's just a personal perspective. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I think we all feel the same, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We prefer someone who's reserved.
More genuine.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have a social media account, but don't expose yourself
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't show too much skin.
I just feel like the problem, especially with like I'd say girls around my age group or even younger, is that like they're just brought up in this generation where like social media is already present to them, and like there are no boundaries or restrictions that are put on it from the beginning. So then they feel like whatever they see on social media, what's like popular among celebrities, like influencers and so on and so forth, they feel like that's what's going to get them attention, that's what's going to get them to the next step, but that's not it.
Then it seems like you got an advice for the young ladies out there to stop breadcrumbing us.
Yeah, it's not okay. It's not breadcrumbing. Like it's not nice.
And so you said, what is the difference from being hard to get and being breadcrumbing? So breadcrumbing seems like it's a huge deal. It knocks your wallet basically.
Yeah, I mean, like ladies who do breadcrumbing usually have 5 partners.
Damn.
A guy for this, a guy for my rent,
Yeah.
a guy for my school fees, a guy for the guy that I'm serious about.
My husband probably. Damn. Hey.
That's a fact.
I'm worried about the future, guys, if that's the case.
Yeah.
But on my side, I want to have a solution to these issues that we are seeing nowadays. But each to their own. If you want to do breadcrumbing, go ahead. But just know that you're hurting some other people out there. I mean, if someone is really genuinely in love with you and they don't have much, probably it's as I asked about age difference, how much will they do? Of course, when you're young, you're still going to explore. You're not going to settle with the person that you're dating in high school, but it happens.
It happens.
It happens. So,
I just want to say that if women want a good husband, because those crying about marriage,
yeah.
they must first focus about building.
Yeah.
Even the guy has nothing, build with him first. And then once you're successful, both of you can enjoy the rewards.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what your friend says that when he gets money he'll leave you.
Yeah.
You gotta roll the dice in life, So
that's why they're doing this breadcrumbing. They can't roll the dice once. They're like, I gotta roll it 3 times, 5 times. Like, oh, that's the dude. But for me, it's when you say it leads on, and then because the wallet part is the worrying part. Like, she's gonna wallop your wallet big time. And how as a guy should you avoid that, or how do you control it? Do you gauge how much you spend with that person, and do you see how they genuinely? I think asking more questions to a woman or any other person, like when you ask the man that you're dating, are you looking at the future? Are you envisioning us being together by doing this and that? Where do you see your goals personally, and will they intertwine with mine or not? So I think when you go intellectual in terms of relationships, it will help to gauge the person, especially for everyone. But for men, I guess we have to go deeper with the woman, because we just see the looks and like, she's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. I want that one.
And then the other one there.
And probably that one. And that one.
That's one.
But that's the main. That's the main. And then the rest are like, oh, what happened? And he's already married. So I think guys have to invest. I mean, if you're a genuinely good guy, I don't know if there's such a thing. But if you want to be in that forward thinking about finding a person that you love, rather invest in that person's intellectual side in the future. I think that's the way you can just stop this breadcrumbing, right? Instead of just going along with the ride and seeing you spent like about 100,000, around about that much, and that person just left you for another dirty politician, I guess.
Corrupt politician.
A corrupt politician.
We won't mention names.
We
But
won't
yeah.
mention names.
But yeah,
It's a free space.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that you have an idea who they are, but forget about it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So hard to get, is it still a thing? Because I know that you try your best and it's hard to get the person, but you get it eventually. That's how I see it.
Look, there's still some simps out there who.
You better explain what's a simp.
Yeah. Simp is a low value male that takes whatever punishment from a woman.
Damn. Now it's getting interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting deep.
Yeah.
So, what does I say again?
Low
So hard
value.
to get. Low, yeah.
Sims.
Yeah, simps. So they're the ones who give into the playing hard to get a breadcrumbing because they can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
They convince themselves that I will get the girl if I pursue her too much. I
Yeah.
think movies are to blame for that actually.
Oh yeah.
It's trying to sell you dreams. Essentially,
Yeah,
movies
yeah.
sell you dreams.
Yeah,
Sell you a false reality.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So the guy be like, all right, I have to be like that prince. I just chase, take whatever punishment she's giving to me, and that punishment's abusive, by the
Yeah. How so?
way. Abusive, like your mental health. in other
Okay.
words,
Yeah.
You know, like you
Mm,
have no value for yourself,
mm.
and you believe that your life's meant to be like this. If you thought you're nothing, you believe you're nothing.
Damn.
That's why self-improvement for a guy is important.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I've noticed females usually want a finished product when it comes to guys. They don't want to hear your problems. They don't like problems.
Ooh.
You have to come as a complete package already. And if you're not, and she's dealing with you, there are going to be other guys on the side that she's dealing with.
Any good luck feature that you have for your future, dog? Because it looks dark, man.
No, I'm just saying that I've heard some stuff. I've been through some stuff. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's just that, like, I just feel like going forward, I just rather move with, like, a stroke of caution.
Yeah.
It's
I
better
think
to be
we're all-
cautious. That's the thing.
And then how do you see that caution or the red flags or anything that tells you that this is a bad sign right now? I better
That was
turn back.
basically what he said. Like, okay, for me, it's like if she has anger management issues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For, mainly with the anger management issues. Basically, if she's manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think for us, the obvious one is like, please buy me airtime.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you know that's
yeah.
a gold digger in training. Eh?
Wow. Wait, they get trained. Wow, I never knew.
Yeah, you know they go for a certain type of guy. Some go for the
Yeah.
guy with decent salary.
Yeah.
There's guys with big money
Yeah.
and guys with stolen money. You know,
Damn.
So yeah.
Because now our topic's a bit
Yeah,
extrapolated, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's, I mean, it's you said a hive mind, so it's got like a web of other issues that we have to relate with.
Yeah.
When you talk about that, man, I think about this thing of when you have this new term, assistant boyfriend, and it really scares me that you could be the husband or you could be the main G, but there's another dude who's assisting her with, you said studies last time, but school fees
Or school fees, yeah.
for her studies. Imagine that. You're just there being a right guy, doing whatever you gotta do, and she likes it, picnics and movies and going out to other places like African resorts or safari resorts. And then all of a sudden, when she's done with you, she puts on another dress to get some money, some hustle from another dude who's gonna pay for that. And that really shocks me in my being that I could be assisting someone to gain something. But now that I'm getting some good knowledge that I gotta watch out how much I spend, how much I should invest in that person, what I see as well in that person. So when you hear that term, assistant boyfriend, does it latch onto that breadcrumbing?
Whew. Not really, because unless the guy knows his role. Because some guys, they don't mind playing that role as long as they're getting their benefits.
And I think those are older dudes, right?
Even younger dudes.
Younger dudes.
Yeah.
They got that mullah unless they are.
No, I'm talking about the. I think that's somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah. But also, even younger dudes who do have money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Some some guys have accepted of society the way it is, and be like, I don't mind being the second guy as long as I get what I want. I can't be serious.
No ways, I can't. I cannot in my being, every fiber of me, allowed to be second. I've done that before, and I knew that I was just doing it in the hopes with this song. If there's any justice in this world, I would be your man, and he would be something else, or your ex, or whatever. And I latched onto that hoping because I was still young, guys, teenager vibes. And I wanted to have this person to focus on me. And it didn't work out. So now I know that you cannot put yourself second. And then she'll always think that you're second. Always.
No, I'm saying that the guy knows that the girl has another person.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want anything long term. He just wants to enjoy the person.
Okay, but doesn't this guy that you're speaking of have options? If he's okay, because no guy in his right mind would be be okay with being second best to anyone.
Yeah, I'm sure there's options,
Yeah, because let's say if
he's disagreeing. What are you disagreeing about?
No. What he said, no guy wants to have to be second place. Yeah.
But I'm saying that if the guy's not interested in the woman for long term, being serious,
he
just want to have fun, then he doesn't mind. Some guys do that. Some would rather not.
I mean, if you're as a guy, I say, we don't necessarily pride ourselves on our emotions. So if you start to make an emotional investment in somebody, then that's where it gets iffy. You would never want to come second to anyone. You would like to believe that you're the only one, and I feel like the same should go vice versa. Yeah, but it depends on the female. It depends on the match, the pair. There's a lot of variables that go into this. If that makes sense.
And I would say, for me, to debunk your stuff, where the guy allows to be second best, somehow we've got that brush of ego that we want to prove that, you know what, I was just having a fling with this person, but nah.
True.
I really want to prove that I'm the best somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure once the husband or the other boyfriend comes along, that's when the ego kicks in. No, I'm not second anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So girls, you can play around with that knowledge, knowing that guys just are jealous. We are inherently jealous. We want, I don't know.
I wouldn't use the word jealous, more territorial.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to have that person, and it is a bit old school, but hey, it's in our nature. When you have a girlfriend, you want to protect, to hold, to have, to die with, ride or die kind of thing. So you're not gonna let go of that, intimacy that you have with that person, and it's one thing that's between you two. So when another party comes in, you're like, nah, as you said, it's territorial. So you'll be like, someone messed up my house. I gotta clean it out. I don't want it like this.
Someone's watering my garden.
Yeah. No.
Don't water my garden.
Don't water my garden.
I water my own garden.
Yeah. I install it. I install it with the right irrigation system. I don't use the old school hose pipe, man. Who the heck are you gonna do that? That's the problem with men. I mean, as much as you wanna, I remember this other one which you want to do co-parenting with two dudes. She spilled the beans. We'll play the clip.
Z? Oh, angazi ukuthi ngiqale kuphi ndaba but baby.
Yebo.
Ngazi ukuthi sinesikhathi sisonke, right?
Wangibizwa ngobaby manje.
Ngicela relax umele mina ngikhuluma. Okay. Baby, umpho ngasekhatla wami. Babe.
Sure, mpho.
Nguzakhele. Ngihlale naye for 4 years.
4 years?
Yes. Sinomntana ona 3 years.
Kanjani manje zi?
Ngiyacela hle, relax. Uzo understand uma sengiqedile ukukhuluma. Okay.
Bantu benzakalani?
Ngiyacela babe. Ngicela relax. So in the
I don't understand. No.
Uzo understand as soon as ngiqede ukukhuluma uzo understand.
Ukhuluma ini uchaza ini?
Angithi ngifuna ukusho ukuthi kuyenzakalani. Baby, I'm pregnant. Okay.
Obviously pregnant, so pregnant nini kahle kwenzakalani awumnikeza ithuba akukhuluma siza ukuthi
baby ngithi pregnant umntana kaMpho ngibeke relationship noMpho it's almost 2 years. Okay.
Yajola ungibizela uzongitshela ukuthi uyajola wena la iyona into ongibizela yona leyo khuluma ngiyabuza ungibizela uzongitshela uyajola
umntanami lo or umntanakhe because
Guys,
now you are
angeke
telling me
ngikhone
something
ukukhuluma
else
nani,
serious
ningangiphi isikhathi baby umntana wakho lona uyakhuluma ngesikhathi uhambile waye Cape Town for 3 months bengispend isikhathi nompho then kwayenzakala ngaba pregnant okay that's why nginibiza ngiyenzela ukuthi ngingaqambela amanga ngithi umntana ngowakho
ngeke yazini
baby hlena please
kusho ukuthi
ngicela ungilalele tu ngicela ungilalele please ngicela ukurelax so
kusho ukuthi lalela kusho ukuthi wena mangahamba unyaka kusho ukuthi ngizobuya sewuna 20 abantwana
exactly lento le engifuna ukuthi siyilungise manje
ulungisa ini into
engiyifunayo ngifuna ukuthi sihlaleni sonke sizokhulisa uAsanda umntana wethu simthathe no baby wethu sibakhulise bonke like ngale mali le besiloko siyisave
you are not saying anything angikutholi ukwenza
le mali le oloko ungitshela ukuthi uyayisave ngale mali le esisaveayo baby ngifuna ukuthi siyithathe sithenge indlu hlena bathungi sihlaleni sonke soyi3 like sibe right
ngicela ukuhamba sorry
ngikhohlana ngiyacela please
Like, no, I want you guys, since you'll be saving your money, I need you to assist with raising our child so we can get one house and then we will be fine together. And me and you, I know we are together and we have a child already. And I just want us to understand each other. The guys were like, are you smoking marijuana with nyawupe and some coke and
Duracell battery.
dude, and tar? You know, you can smoke tar nowadays. The guys didn't want that. So that's how we are as human beings. We attach, especially when you have to be intimate. You know that, oh, that person, I remember them doing this. And when you watch a movie and you're like, I remember Smang Mang. Not that Smang Mang, but this Smang Mang who gave me this, you know, and I'll remember that person for that. So I feel like, hey, as much as guys want to be second best, they don't see themselves in that seat for a long time. They also want their own kingdom.
Yeah.
They want their queen. And they need to be massaged with their ego. If not, they'll be like, yeah, if they get into a fight, the lady will be like, yeah, Temba, it spoiled me, da 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 da. But, and you know, you're in that agreement that, you know, we're just going to play it like friends with benefits, but it gets real, and then she tells you that, and you feel bad, you feel bashed. But
The thing is, what's your red flag in a woman, though? I think we already asked you that. Hey, yeah. What's your red flag?
A red flag.
Yeah.
Yo, if she's dishonest, it's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see women, most of them being liars, but nowadays it's becoming a reality to me to see that they can. Since they got options in this breadcrumbing that you are
The thing is,
mentioning.
like, a lot of guys say that they cheat better, but they can't keep the lie
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
Yeah, they can get many guys, but they can't keep it on. We can easily find out,
Yeah,
you're cheating.
yeah.
I just think within the beginning of like them cheating, you'll be somewhat clueless. 9 times out of 10, you'll be clueless. But then with time, like it slowly starts to reveal itself because women are emotional beings.
Yeah.
So then you'll start, as a man, you'll start noticing that lack of investment.
Yeah.
And also other factors will factor into it.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing.
Damn. So it's more easier for a guy to scan for a woman who is in a long term cheating.
Yeah, because there's a pattern they do,
Yeah.
it's a pattern they do.
Guys, I guess guys, it's your Jolo 99. You're like, yeah, we caught you.
We caught you.
Yeah, you
On
were doing
4K.
this. Damn. Yeah, if that happens, man, flip. Then yeah, I mean the world gets to see.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean we are seen as guys because now there's a mass hysteria upon when guys cheat or when guys do breadcrumbing or whatever. It's easy because we have the poster child of that bad side of the relationship. Yeah. And when I hear this breadcrumbing, is it associated with women a lot or is it with men doing it as well?
Mostly women do it, actually.
So we can't put a poster child on breadcrumbing.
I mean, like, both sexes do it, but,
Mostly women.
us guys, we're the ones chasing, so...
Okay, yeah.
Some women feel hard to reject a guy,
Yeah.
and some got this huge ego.
Yeah.
Another big ego, so someone to keep you hanging on. Like they want this side guy just in case this doesn't work out, or just
Yeah.
their own validation.
I mean, it's comforts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll always get attention, whether they're in a relationship or not, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
So just know that, unfortunately, in this day and age, you're never the only one.
Yeah. Every guy knows that, like, hey, just know that you've got a girlfriend today, you're not the only one.
Even rural areas.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I'm still trying to get the rural area girl.
The neighbor is the other guy. You're just the city guy.
Yeah, and one person told me like, he got this girl from the rural areas, and he married her. They have kids, and then I think years after, the workers started to see that he's not looking okay. But he would come to work and do his thing, and then when there was a initiative to just check your high blood pressure and all those issues of your lifestyle, like maybe you've got what tendency of having strokes or whatever because of whatever illness you have, they would check even AIDS. So the dude got tested, and they're like, "Hey, Baba, you're positive." It's like, what? How can I be positive when I have one woman? That's it, Doesn't make sense. So he gets back home, tells his wife, now it gets serious when I'm talking about AIDS, man. What's wrong? Get
Just out. Yeah.
So he gets back home, tells his wife. His wife's like, okay, it's okay. And then he tells a neighbor.
Yeah.
The neighbor's like, hey, let me tell you the truth, man. Your woman has been busy. It's like, what? What are you talking about? My
Like,
woman?
wasn't the guy busy though?
No.
Himself.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
I mean, he hence why he went to a rural woman to marry.
Yeah.
And to have only that person, So he wasn't busy. He was working too much. So he would come to work, do his stuff, get back home, relax, same procedure every day. So now when he confronts his wife and then confronts his neighbor, the wife just was shocked and was like, okay, it's cool. But the neighbor revealed more. He's like, well, your person has been messing around with many other guys and all that, because she doesn't work. She's a housewife. Then he went to her and he's like, what's going on? I'm hearing this. And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I guess I gave you it. And he left the house.
So she knew she had it.
Yeah. When he told her about it. Then, well, you can just understand now the results that, oh yeah, I've been sleeping around with many dudes. Probably I got it from them, So yeah, I guess my idea of finding a woman who's not spoiled in the society that we are in, it's not going to be possible, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you
Doesn't matter. You just have to duck and dive and see what's going on, and just accept, as our guest said, that you better accept you're not the only guy that's in that relationship. Yeah, I mean, you have to
Time will tell, I would say. Yeah,
Time will tell.
Yeah, time always tells.
I think when you get a woman who's like, I'm not here to play games, I want to get married, then that's the one.
It's very few and far between. I mean, I
True.
don't disagree with you. It does exist, but it's
Yeah.
very few and far between.
Yep. Unless they're well, with age. Some 40-year-olds are like, I want to get married. Or even late or early 30s, because they thinking about kids and all that and their health. And
I feel like when you're ready, both parties need to have this verbal skill set ready for each other to maintain
yeah.
relationship and marriage.
What if she has a high body count? Would you trust her still? Like, the past is the past, but would you trust her still?
Nah. sorry to
You put her on the spot.
It's my personal opinion, yeah. It's a free space. My personal opinion. Body count, because we have to play the other videos, bro.
Yeah, the next episode.
The next episode. But to answer you, no, because I don't have a high body count. That's another thing. So I have to match up with the person who's less. And if I go with that person, it's gonna be, it's gonna be like she's thinking about other dudes who've done better or whatever, or how intimate they were. So you can't compete with that. I mean, someone told me you have to date a person with your background.
Yeah.
with your moral
Share
setting.
same values and all that.
Yeah, if that person doesn't reflect that,
Yeah.
it's going to be a huge issue. But yeah, I'm not driving off from the body count, which is just
Yeah.
a simplistic thing like you just had. But you should know to weigh yourself, like how much do you see yourself valuing that person. Because there was a clip where the dude is like, they're asking this guy has his mic and he's asking, you just got married, can I ask is it fine to know about your body count, both of you? It's like the guy's like, yeah, it's done, it's we're already married, I don't care what happens or what she says, I'm happy that I have her and it's a fresh start.
Yeah.
When a girl talks about how many, he gets shocked. He's like, what? Take off the ring now. It's too late.
Yeah.
So it really impacts on the guy. Like, it does a lot. Like, you think, I mean, guys